Yeah, praying with this guy whose arm is frozen in this position, and he said he'd been like that for 57 years. Began to pray for it, and he said he felt heat on the side of the body. Couldn't feel anything in his arm. He couldn't move his elbow, couldn't move his wrist, couldn't move his fingers, felt nothing. Just bone with skin stretched over it. He couldn't move his shoulder. And he started feeling heat on that side of his body. And then he went, oh, I feel tingling in my fingers. So I slipped my hand up in between his fingers and see if you can squeeze. And I felt this little squeeze on my finger. But as I was doing that, he went, look! And he looked, and underneath the skin, we could see this wedge of muscle begin to grow on his arm. We prayed with him for, taking a minute or two break in between every now and then, but prayed for him for about half an hour. And by the end of that period of time, he had regained full motion of his elbow, most of the motion of his wrist, and he could move his fingers normally. And his arm had grown to the same diameter as a good arm. And the only thing is he couldn't make his wrist go quite all the way up and straight. And so I said, you want us to pray some more? We'll finish this off? And he said, no, I can't take the heat. So I said, okay, I'll stop, but let's make a deal. And it was, I said, come back tomorrow. And if God has completed the healing, we'll celebrate together. And if he hasn't completed the healing, we'll pray for the rest. He says, you got a deal. And I said, before I go, just try squeezing my hand one more time. And he squeezed. He went, oh man, let go, you're going to break my hand. I haven't played guitar with that hand. He hurt me. These fingers that couldn't move 30 minutes before, couldn't feel a thing.
Awesome.
The word got out, the healing in that church, and the place was so packed they had to put the global team up in the choir area on the platform to make more room. And people all over in the balcony, church probably seated 1,100 people. I couldn't get to the guy. He couldn't get to me. The crowd was so thick. But while we were sitting up there on the platform looking out over the crowd, I spotted him over there on my left, about halfway back. And he noticed that I had seen him. He noticed the eye contact, and he waved at me like this.
Run over a few things about service.
So God had finished it all.
The plan